We are here live at the Central Gwinnett High School. Joel Hillsman, glad that you're with us here on SUV TV. It is the EBA Super 64. We are now in game action. It is Team 1 in the black and Team 2 in the white. The three-pointer is no good. Rebound will come down, and it is taken away. So here is Team 1 in the black, and a long three, no good again. The three-pointer is good. A three-pointer falling away. Maya Gusto out of Naples, Florida, puts the team 1 on the board.
What I really like about Justo out of Florida, 2019 S&P member, is her ability not only to shoot the ball like she did there from three, but her ability as a floor general from the point guard position. Look for big things from her out of this game. Done a really good job all weekend in our drill sessions. Been shooting it from the mid-range well. Did some great work with Christian Simmons as well as Adrian Penland.
Jasmine Robinson, a pull-up jumper. It is short, no good. You love the guns on Robinson?
Oh, man. And you talk about a player that can really go. When I walked in the gym yesterday, Jonathan Hemingway says, I can tell you one of the best players in this gym that you do not know about. And I'm looking around. And I usually see her in her FBC uniform, but she wasn't in that out there, so I was a little confused, but definitely she's got those guns and she's got the game to back it up.
Going to Troy. We talked about her earlier today during the drill sessions. 3-2 as Team 2 in the white got a putback on the layup. Team 2 operating, and there you see a little bit of miscommunication and a turnover. So we'll go over now to Team 2. The jumper is off the mark, no good by one of the twins, and that's Paulina.
You saw that offensive rebound there by Kara Kidwell, 2017 out of Lambert High School, who's actually spent the last 2 years over in Asia, working on her game. Her dad had a job over there, just got back in the country the other night. Was excited to add her here to EBA's Super 64, grown 2 or 3 inches. Definitely look for her to be a recruitable player in the 2017 class, as you see her get the steal right there.
One free throw, 2 points. The free throw was good by the twin. That's what we've been calling him, and that is Paulina Ochinvokova out of Bradenton, Florida. So one free throw, 2 points. And now operating is Team 1 in the black. Picked up the dribble, and they'll send it back out top now and hold it with Maya. Maya will put it between the legs, gets the screen, goes around it, not there, peels it back over to the left wing. Now they'll feed the post. Short corner, pump fake, put it on the floor, drive, lost it behind the back, ripped it in and almost got the steal there. See where we'll go with that. Kara Kidwell in on the play, and then we'll have mass substitutions now for both squads. Robinson remains on the floor in the white for Team 261 in white. Puts you out in a game situation. 11:35 to go here, period number 1. Long inbound pass to the back. Tip, hustled and stayed in bounds, and they'll retain it to Maya. Jalen Spalding on the floor, 87 in black, setting that screen. Looked really good in the drills. Good dime drop, no good, couldn't finish it. Blowing the layup down low was Queen Scott, coming back this way now, and the pass was intercepted and deflected by Scott. Robinson retains it. Good pass down low off the window, good. The dime drop to Jordan Isaacs out of Dallas, Georgia.
You talk about a player that gets better and better each and every time we see her. That is Jordan Isaacs. Her ability and activity on the offensive and defensive glass. You see her right there getting out running in transition. It's just what makes her so special.
Finishing again, Jordan Isaacs off the bench and into the scorebook quickly. Back-to-back layups for her, and they take an 8-3 5-point lead. Maya pulls top side, a three, front iron, no. Isaacs active early, gets it up to Robinson. Robinson a long lead pass too far as she was going for Paulina. Now Maya will dribble over. We'll see how they'll operate that offense. 8-3. Robinson does not pick her up. Will pick up right at the three-point line, gets the screen, goes on top of it, picked up the dribble, now dumps it off. Jade Alexander into the contest, 98 out of Miami Garden, Florida. A foul underneath, and Team Black will be taking it out. It'll be Team 1. On the inbound to Scott. Alexander back out to Maya. Maya, tricky dribble between the legs. Had Isaac on the switch, couldn't use it. Shot is up by Maya, no, and a foul. On the shot will be Isaac, so it'll be one free throw coming up. For Maya Gasto, out of Naples, Florida, class of 2019. Free throw is good. One free throw, 2 points. 8-5 now. Here's Robinson. Kicks it down low. Nice give and go on the pass. Falling down the lane and finishing with that layup was Haley Race out of Wellington, Florida, in class of 2017. Ran right to the front of the rim and good ball movement, and she was able to finish the easy layup. Here's Spalding. Spalding, tricky dribble behind the back. Dump it back out. There's a long jumper, front of the rim, no good. Rebound ripped down by Isaacs. Isaacs has been very active since he's been in the ball game. Juliana Moreno is also in. She drives and scoops and scores off the window. Julian Moreno out of Port St. Lucie, Florida, class of 2018. Maya calls for the screen and gets it. Picked up that dribble, now rolls it with Scott. Scott in the corner to Spalding. Spalding back out to Maya. Maya holds left wing, being worked on by Robinson, puts it on the floor, now peels it back, spins between the two defenders, kicks it short corner, pump fake. Floating up high, no good on the jumper there was Hannah Markel. Markel missed that floater, and they'll come back this way, and now here's Robinson. Robinson gonna hesitate, stop. Jumper off to the left, no good. Spalding gets the rebound. 10-5. Team 2 leading Team 1. There's a drive down the lane. It goes in and out, no, and we've got substitutions, man. Mandatory substitutions here. 7:39 and counting here in our first game here on SUV TV. Live from Lawrenceville, Georgia. It is the EBA Super 24 count. Joel Hillsman, and right now with me, Chris
Watkins.
Watkins. See, I'm looking at Chris and said you, and said him and thinking you. Here's Moreno into the full court. Nice little head fake dribble. Now going to stop. Pick up her dribble. Gives it off, and that'll be a turnover. A turnover by the White. Back in transition. Running the floor. Put it on a hip. Recovers it. Trapped in the corner now to peel it back out. Grace Rodberg in. There's a flat off the window. Good. Counted in the foul. Ashley Davis out of Hepzibah, Georgia, class of 2018 and 1. Oh, nope, they're going to say foul was on the floor. Inbound underneath. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, and now here comes Arena. Arena gets it up ahead to Marino. Marino going to go all the way, flip it up, coast it, scoop it, no good. Rebound, up, foul. She'll get a free throw.
You mentioned Grace Werdeberg out of Florida. You know, a player that has truly, out of Tennessee, did it in 2017 with a 3.8 GPA. One of our S&P members, you know, when you see players that truly take advantage of the skill sessions and really grow their game, she's someone you saw just putting in work with Christian Simmons and Adrian Penland in each and every skill session she went to all weekend.
Haley Race missed the free throw. Rebound went out of bounds and retained by White, but then they turn it over on a double dribble under 6 minutes ago. 10-5, Team 2 leading Team 1. Team 2 in the white, Team 1 in the black. There's a corner three, front iron, no, rebound, ripped down. We'll check the substitutions now here momentarily. Kidwell is back into the contest and another turnover. You could expect that. The teams assigned together, worked on, as Chris said, their skill drills, and now putting it in the form of a game. So it is definition of true count ball at the moment. Waterberg had it and had to give it up. Now there's a drive. Shot is up, no good by Ashley Davis. Kidwell showing off the handle. The race, jump ball should have been called, no whistle. Shot the passing lane and steal all the way. Layup off the window is good. So a steal and lay for Jade Alexander, class of 2018 out of Miami Gardens, Florida. And that makes it a 3-point ball game. So here's Marino. Marino, stop, pops. Three, nope, a two. Foot was on the line. Look confident, though, Juliana Marino, since she's checked in, Port St. Lucie. A long three, bottomed it out right back at you, Hannah Markel. Out of Dunedin, Florida. Strokes home. A left wing three, it's a 2-point game. Coming up on 4:20 to go. Marino with the right hand dribble into the full court. Got a flash from Race at the foul line. It wasn't there. Gives it back to Race at the top now. Race puts it on the floor with the left hand and she'll hand it off. Carolyn Coleman into the contest. 82 in white. A turnover now.
54 and 82 state. 54, 82.
So now we'll have our substitutions back in. And shuttle them out. Kidwell goes out. Race goes out and Marino goes out. Robinson comes back in. Isaacs is in. That's for Team White. Spalding back in and Maya in for the Black. There's a long three, air ball, no good. It was short. Tried to get the rebound underneath. It was Grace Waterberg with the 3-point attempt. So here's Robinson back into the full court, heavy right hand dribble, pounds it hard and gets it off. Polina now swings it in the quarter to Ariana. The Twins are on the floor. Here's Robinson. Robinson wanted the screen, it wasn't there. Picked up the dribble now, trying to feed it into Isaacs. Catch up off the window, no. Good decision making there, just couldn't get the hoop to fall for Isaacs, who has been active in this contest. 12-10, under 3 minutes to go, first half. Maya walks it into the forecourt now. Gets the ball screen from up top. Working with Sarah Knowles. Sarah Knowles tried to go high-low to Maya. It is out of bounds underneath the basket. Will remain Black possession. Waterberg holds it and tries to use the screen again. That two-man game working there with Knowles a little bit. The Maya cutting and Spalding. Spalding tried to bounce it back out. A turnover. Two minutes to go. 2-point ball game, and now here's Robinson. Robinson steadies the hand, now tries to feed it in. There's Polina. Polina foul line jumper. It is no good. Isaacs with the rebound. Power dribble back up off the window. Good. Chris, you talked her up. She's making it look very easy. Jordan Isaacs out of Dallas, Georgia, class of 2019. Been very active. 6 points off the top of my head. There's a flip on a layup. No, and she'll shoot two is Waterberg.
Always makes you feel good when a player shows out after you've said something. Makes you look good on the broadcast like you know what you're talking about.
Waterberg will get one free throw. One free throw for 2 points. Missed it, back iron, no good, and Twin gets the rebound to Polina. Polina now gives it up all the way, flipped it up, no. Spalding gets the rebound as Carolyn Coleman missed that layup. Pass tipped away underneath the own basket. It will stay with the Black team in Team 2. 14-10. EBA Super 64 Camp live right here on SUV TV and ProspectNations.com. Spalding bounces it into the corner to Scott, who tried to feed it in. You're seeing a lot of the chemistry issues there. You're seeing how the play would work, but they're unable to finish it and complete it. Execution. Isaacs a rebound, back up, no. Isaacs has been very active. Robinson missed that J, but now here comes Spalding with 30 seconds.
Not executed similar to what the Cavs did the other night on offense when Kyrie had the ball in his hands.
Spalding passes it over to Maya Gaston. A three out of the left corner, front iron, no. Clock continuing to run. We're down to 10 seconds. Here comes Robinson. Robinson with 8. Robinson with 5. Robinson between the legs. Hard dribble. Flipped it up off the window. It rolled off. Rebound by Polina. Got the shot blocked. And that will be the end of the first half. 14-10 right here at ProspectNation.com. Our first game of the day here live at the EBA Super 64 camp. It is Team 2 taking on Team 1. Team 2 with a 14-10 lead as we begin the second half. 2 16-minute halves with a running clock for the camp game. So here is Robinson. She will work it into the forecourt. Jasmine Robinson over to Jordan Isaacs. Isaacs tried to hit her on the pass. It wasn't there. Now she goes into the corner to Race. Race now kicks it across. Now here's Robinson. Robinson peels it back out around the wing. Stop. Pulls the three. No good. Rolled off. Isaacs again. Offensive glass. Put back and one. And she'll get the point. It's good. 17-10. 3-point play for Isaacs. Isaacs, I know off the top of my head with 9 points. I'm not tracking the points, but she has had herself a fine game so far. Wide open pass was late. They fed it down low, and now a whistle coming back out from the trail official. Taking a look at Coach Hemingway down here running his wonderful CoachHemmy.com offense. Race gets the rebound and gives it over to Moreno. Moreno will walk it into the forecourt. A minute gone by second half. Robinson pump fake. Now going to drive baseline. Kick it back to Isaacs. Isaacs wasn't ready. Good pass. Now a long lead pass in transition all the way. Tripped up, flipped, and she'll go to the line. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. Hey, just be ready. You good? Catch the next one.
Jade Alexander inbounding. Now pops it back out to Hannah Markell, who strikes a three. Hannah Markell, a left wing three. Hannah Markell on an Dundee, Florida class of 2018. Robinson asking for the screen. It's not there. Picked up the dribble, now gives it to Race. Race and Isaacs out there high-low. Now there's a long left-handed three. Good. Bang, bang, bang. All three of them. Kara Kidwell, class of 2017, and Chris Watkins told you her story earlier. Just now getting back home, per se, if you will. Markell drives and foul. on the floor. Spalding gets the inbound pass. There's a pump fake drive by Ashley Davis. Shot is no good. Isaacs with the rebound. She was pulled from behind. Oh, I thought they called a foul. And now Mr. Ref says play on. You got to remember, in camp games, it's just a little bit different. 20-13 is the count with 13:21 to go. Markell now to Alexander, who swings it over to Davis. Davis on this right wing now peels it back and gives it to Alexander. Alexander going to drive, flip it up. It'll be short, no good. Marino gets the rebound. They'll come back this way with 13 minutes. Marino behind the back has Robinson on the right wing. Robinson directing traffic. Picked up the dribble, cut on the pass to Kidwell. Kidwell turned, fire good. A lefty southpaw, and Robinson with the good look there, Chris.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, Robinson's ability to distribute the ball, and she's so unselfish at the point guard position, is just what makes her special.
Class of 2017, the three ball is no good. Davis with the rebound. Now to Markell, who pulls the three. Front iron, no. Tip, rebound hit the floor. Isaacs picks it up, gives it to Marino. They did have numbers and a push in the back and a foul by Jade Alexander. And we'll go with subs now with 12:30 to go. Queen Scott back in. She was active in a few minutes of first half action. Marino be inbounding it, side out of bounds, and does. Gets it in to Coleman. Coleman a turnover. Here comes Queen Scott. Scott this way with the right hand dribble. She'll peel it back and look for help over to Davis. Davis swings it to Maya. Maya puts it on the floor now. Didn't have a shot. They'll set it up. Gets the screen on the wing. Now kicks it back out to the top, and they'll wait with it with Knowles. Scott, 2 power dribbles, lost a foul. Foul called on the floor on Caroline Coleman. 24-13, White leading the black. Black team 1, White team 2. Pump fake, it wasn't there. Now there's a three, long three, air ball, no good. And the twin will come down with it. Ariana Ochenkova. Here's Maya. Maya up ahead. They'll swing it quickly. Had something on the baseline and it was cut off. Waterberg is back in. That's Grace. Grace dribbling now between the rings with the right hand dribble. Wants the screen. Gets it from Scott. Uses it. Now swings it over in the left. Baseline. Kick it back out way to Maya and they'll set it up again. Just under 11 minutes. Maya hesitates, step back, a three. Short, no good. And we'll give it up ahead, Kidwell. Oh, good ball movement. Twin catches, twin-to-twin action, no good. Rebound is going to tap. Kidwell gets it back to Twin. Moreno couldn't handle the pass, but recovers. Nice little Euro step through the lane, off the window, no good. Ashley Davis gets the rebound now. She gets it up ahead, and here's Waterberg. Waterberg going to drive, bounce pass over to Maya. Maya now going to hold it. Kick it back out to the top. There is a long three by Knowles, back iron, tip, and Twin will get the rebound. Push in the back, but it wasn't called. Putting it on the floor now, Coleman. Coleman gives it out top of the key to Twin. Twin back over, Kidwell, a left wing three, a left corner three, no, from the southpaw.
That's awesome, Twin. I was like, wait, who is Twin? And then I realized who you were talking about. That's fantastic, man. I love those two.
Will you say the last name?
No. I'm first name basis, man. I'm first name basis.
She told me how to say it before the game too, and I couldn't.
I think I would botch it, man. I'm not even gonna try it, man.
Hey, Twin State.
And it's great because even Travis McDaniel, hey, Twin State. Awesome stuff, man. Well, it's so neat when you start to talk about the entire situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being an EBA Super 64 camp and kind of what we aim to bring. You're getting great gameplay that's been built off of about 5 hours of skill work and direction. And for these young ladies to come in, honestly, and be as locked in as they've been has been really impressive. Jasmine Robinson, obviously 61 there has been good. Spalding, all the way from up in the northeast. You see her, and then Robinson makes the play. 2 good plays on each other. Jade Alexander in 98 from Florida. Grace Waterberg from Tennessee. So many quality players out here just trying to get it done. They want to get better. They want to grow their games. And they want the chance to compete. And then obviously the Jonathan Hemingway and Stephen Peck evals after this thing is over, man.
I know whose eval is going to go up. Don't know how much of this game you've seen, Brandon. Of course, putting together such great events. But Jordan Isaacs, 295 out of Dallas, Georgia, has been very, very active just in this game alone.
Well, and she's got a chance to be really good. Plays for PSB, family member, Team Elite Pointer. Kirk Pointer's done a great job with this program. Got to shout him and Chad Hubbard out when we talk about Jordan Isaacs. Let's talk about that right there. Hannah Merkel from the corner came up to me yesterday. She said, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "Of course I do. Tampa Thunder Select. I know what time it is."
There it is, Dundee, Florida, and she crept the three. Good move by Isaacs, turning off the window with right hand. Good. I'm not keeping the book like I normally do, but I know she has 11.
Hey, that's amazing. That's when you know you've made an impression, man.
She's got 11, and all of them have been in the paint, off a good pass, and she even had an and one earlier here.
Well, it's ironic that she's playing for Coach Travis McDaniel's team. We talked about feeding and relocating earlier. She's taking full advantage of how to use her body and the drills that we talked about in the postgame earlier here in the session.
Yeah, she has really done some good work, worked on the glass. I leave the evals up to you guys, but
hey, man, your word goes a long way, man.
Because when you're in these camp situations, as we were talking about, the chemistry and everything is not going to be there. Oh, Jasmine Robinson will drive right down the lane. You like them guns on Miss Robinson?
Hey, man, that joker is strong. Troy's got themselves a dynamic guard in Jazz Robinson. When you start to talk about the next level and what she can bring, it reminds me of the old and one mixtape, my boy Duke Tango. Oh, baby.
Ooh, wee.
I had to throw it back on y'all.
Yeah,
man.
you did. I thought you was going to come with the original. I like, the hot sauce. You went a little bit deeper into the roster.
Man.
You went down to like the 12th or 13th man off of the roster.
That was my guy, man. Dude, no holding. Mano y mano, no holding. We try to use that same philosophy here at camp, man. Good defense, slide your feet, and make somebody make a play, man.
Ashley Davis fouled as she was going across the line, across the lane.
Take. Yeah, love the take there by Davis. The willingness to get into the gut, also from Hepzibah, much like the aforementioned Robinson.
One free throw for 2 points here. Davis stroked it in good.
Well, and I want to make sure we mention Juliana, number 51 there in the white, with great defense to start the sequence. Ultimately ended in a foul from a teammate, but she did a great job of making the first player pass the basketball.
Spalding came up with the steal off of the deflection. 28-18. Shot block. Kidwell. And Chris Watkins broke down our story on her.
It's amazing, isn't it, man?
Driving layup, no by Race. They fight for it.
Well, it's one of the reasons why what we do is so important, because we've got the whole backstory. And you talk about the evaluations and all those things, and we can give you the backdrop to why this kid matters and where she's come from and what she's in the process of doing. And interestingly enough, I thought just a minute ago, you saw Caroline Coleman from Mooresville, North Carolina, try to make an entry pass there on the post to Kidwell. Ball kind of got away from her, but I love what Coach McDaniel said. He said, that's all right, we'll take that. He knew she was trying to feed the post, trying to make a quality play in a team environment, which is rare. You talk about camp showcases, a lot of them are kind of like the Wild Wild West. You don't know the names, you don't know the jersey numbers, it's just kind of thrown together, and that definitely is not the case here, and I think that particular possession really highlights it when a coach stops and says that kid did a great job, even on a play that resulted in the turnover. It's first class.
Robinson to hesitate down the lane, blew the layup. Kidwell up and in, counted in a foul. And that'll push the lead out to 13 now, 31-18. And we'll have substitutions. But
Kidwell's come right back without missing a beat, hadn't she? Robinson with a great move. This is great basketball.
Long flight and all, no jet lag at all. Robinson with that quick little hesitation, got down the lane earlier like that as we saw and scored. This time just rolled off. Move and screen. And you know what I do like too, earlier in the drill session today, I saw you emphatically working with the ball screen action. We've seen some of that being just basketball players play basketball. We're seeing a lot of that happen.
Well, it's one of the reasons why we spend so much time. We talked about 5 hours worth of floor time before we ever played an actual game. Now, we've had great competition, 5-on-5 cutthroat yesterday to finish the day off, plenty of 2-on-2, 3-on-3. But we want to make sure that everybody gets touches and an opportunity to grow and improve their skill set before we bring the referees out, before we bring SUBTV out, because we want everybody to show well and do what they do. And I think that's a great example, Joel. You got here early for the pre-production meeting, and we had the opportunity to kind of walk through what we're doing on floor. So glad you got the chance to see that.
I think maybe the most important thing from that is what you told them when camp started. Who says you shouldn't come to a camp in June because the college coaches aren't here? I think right then and there, that summed it up.
Well, it's about development. If we only did stuff on the 20 days that the NCAA Division I's can come out during the spring, summer, and fall, how in the world would any of these kids get better? I coached high school basketball for 5 seasons, and I love high school basketball. But even high school basketball, if your kid is going to play college basketball as a scholarship kid, there aren't going to be 3 kids on your high school team on average that are going to play at the next level. Where in the world do you go to improve your individual game with high-level talent? And you see a move like that. Ball doesn't go in, but where do you get to read the screen? Defender goes under there a little late. You get downhill. Look at you, so.
Dumped it off to Scott, and that's one of the things I talked about. That's why we're not casual in the call, but you can see, even though that shot didn't go in, the play was executed.
Well, at the end of the day, you start talking about efficiency ratings, and I'm a nerd, man. I like all the podcasts, NBA stuff, and even the WNBA stuff that's coming out now. They're doing more stuff with analytics this year than they've ever done before. LaChina Robinson's got a great podcast, the Around the Rim stuff, ESPNW. Zach Lowe, on the NBA side. They're just, numbers heavy, and I really enjoyed those discussions. So even if you miss a shot, what's the efficiency rating? What does that look like? What are the percentages of the rebounds that you're getting off of missed shots on the weak side, off the strong side, and just understanding all those different numbers and dynamics play into why we talk about spacing the way we do, the ability to make shots.
You did.
Trying to show somebody some love.
You just left hanging.
Hey, that lets you know she was locked in, man. I'm okay with that.
But Brandon, we always talk a lot of basketball. You brought up more use of analytics in the WNBA, and here, of course, we're covering the EBA Super 64, and we're always talking about changes and growth to the game. So you know where I'm coming. This year in the WNBA, they've done away with the conference alignment for the playoffs. How do you like that? Just for this year.
I like it a lot. Honestly, I wish the NBA would go to that.
I knew you were going there.
But
see, if you're going to do that, you also have to realize that the WNBA balanced the schedule as well. So if you're going to do that in the NBA, you got to balance the schedule.
Now, this is what I say, though. I still think that there should be the first 2 rounds are inside of the conference. Great hustle.
Yeah.
And the sign takes
and
the worst of the fall there.
Yeah, good break, though. Go ahead.
I really think that it's in the Final Four where you should make that move, right? So Golden State's the number 1 seed, Toronto's the number 4, and you base it all on regular season record, right? Okay. So you get a Cleveland OKC series as the 2-3. Toronto would be 4, So it takes away it still allows you to have, your Eastern Conference stuff matter. I personally would be in favor of a completely balanced schedule the whole way through.
It would have to
play. But I understand that's 2 steps.
That's tough.
I get it, right? This is the way we've always done things. So I think that some shape, form, or fashion of changing it to the Final Four, instead of the NBA Finals, it's literally the NBA Final Four, and then you play it from there. But all that's an interesting debate and discussion. I'd love to sit down with Adam Silver because he's done a great job with the league and just listening to players and what the union wants and trying to find a balance between them and what the owners want as well.
Isaac's down the lane showing off the ball handling in the open floor. But I think for the WNBA specifically, I think it's good.
Agreed.
Agreed. You got 12 teams, you got to go 8, and then see, even if you get in the first round of that playoffs, that's single elimination. So
anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. I think a second step to that you've even seen trickle down now is the use of quarters
Oh, yeah.
in women's basketball
Yes.
this year. I really enjoyed that change.
Yes.
And that's something we've done with our tournaments this summer. Camp will stay halves, just the easier, manageable flow, substitution-wise, and things like that. But definitely like the quarter feel inside of gameplay. Gives you a chance to make some more adjustments as a coach, 2 more timeouts per se to play with there.
Team 2 with a 33-18 lead. And there's a jump back iron, no, tipped around. Jordan Isaacs, I would have to say, the most impressive to me so far in this game today, and then followed by Jazz Robinson. But saw some good things, especially from Kidwell.
No question. Well, then, I like, we talked about Merkel a minute ago.
Yep.
Waterberg, Justo there, 73 in the black. White has made some shots, as you see Haley Race there take that. That's a good shot for her, that 17-footer, Boca Raton Thunder kid. But you're getting quality looks over and over and over from teams and over from players, which at the end of the day is all you can ask for. On the way out, I want to make sure we mention Sarah Knowles, British Columbia elite. Nice link, very similar to Race in that way, probably a phase 4, but a kid that's going to be able to do some things long term. And I really like what we got today. Coach McDaniel, Coach Hemingway, and Coach Simmons, all with an A first-class effort.
I can't say for the first time that I've seen Hemi's team get beat like that.
Hey, nah. Well, then he did. Hemingway did a good job. They ran some sets, had some shots. Sometimes that thing doesn't happen. Now, what really should have happened, honestly, is that I should have come on the bench for the second half.
Really? Okay.
Comeback king, you know what it is. I might have to get on there at some point today, man. Hold on. Let me tell this guy what's happening. Hey, Hemingway.